Hey y'all, oh happy day. Welcome back to the self-love series. Today is day 11. We are going to be talking about accepting yourself. So let's jump right into it. All right, so in each day, we've talked about examples of self-love. Day 1 was the intro. Day 2 was what is self-love? What does it mean to us? And day 3, we talked about setting boundaries. Day 4, we talked about some self-care practices. Day 5, we talked about positive self-talk. Day 6, we talked about celebrating achievements. Day 7, we talked about forgiving yourself. Day 8, we talked about prioritizing needs. Day 9, we talked about surrounding yourself with positivity. Day 10, we talked about investing in your personal growth. And now today, day 11, we are talking about accepting yourself. Accepting yourself can be defined as embracing your uniqueness and accepting yourself as you are, flaws and all. When we talk about accepting yourself, you get to a point or a place where you accept yourself, as I said, flaws and all. And it's not to say that you don't continue to grow or you don't continue to improve on your self-love and stuff. But what it is to say is that there are things about you that you probably recognize are just who you are. For example, I had to realize I don't have a medium. I'm either up here or I'm either down here. There is no medium, right? I'm either super extra or I'm not extra at all. I'm either all in or I'm out. There is no medium. I haven't had that. And it took one of my friends actually telling me one time, like, and that's okay. That's just who you are. That's your personality. Because for the longest, I was like, I'm trying to find a happy medium. And I'm telling you, for the life of me, I've tried to find it. There is no happy medium. Like, I'm either, like I said, on 10 or on 0. But when I say on 10 or on 0, I don't mean like I'm either super happy or I'm super sad. I don't mean it like that. I mean like I'm either over the top or I'm just mellow. Like, there is no medium where it's like a little bit of both, right? And so I had to accept myself and just know that's just who I am. That's just me, right? And another part or piece to that was I have a tendency to overdo things. If I like something, I really like it, right? So I had this kick. And this is just kind of like just a little story time. But I was really loving DQ's Blizzards. That was my thing. And so I was going to get them all the time. Like, all in. I'm like, I want it. I got to have it. Then it got to the point where it was like, yeah, no, all out. Don't want it. And that also contributes to my just being who I am, you know? And then if we had to add even another piece or my uniqueness, for the most part, I'm always just like this. Very happy, it's a great day to be great. And that is just me. That's a part of my uniqueness. That is who I am. I have this energy that just kind of is just like a ball of energy, like a ball of positivity. And that just contributes to my uniqueness. You know what I mean? But I also realized there is a flip side to that. So it's not that I'm not, like I said, it's not that I'm like super happy or super sad, but it's like I'm either super happy or when I'm very mellow, I'm very mellow to the point that it comes across as got an attitude or something like that. And I remember one time it was perceived by one of my friends as kind of negativity, but I'm like, I'm just chilling. Like, I wasn't this bubbly person I was just kind of like stuck up, like, you know, because as soon as I walked into this bar, somebody throws up inches away from me. Imagine, how would you feel? Because I felt like, ew, this is gross, this is disgusting, I don't want to be here. Like, that was the vibe it gave. So it came off as kind of like I was just being like mad, but I was like, I wasn't mad, I was just chilling. Like, it's either, like I said, I'm up here or I'm down here, but that's just a part of my personality. But it's not that I don't try to change it, because sometimes it might come off as something that can change the whole atmosphere of a room, but it's never my intent. It's just that, as I said, sometimes things happen to where I'm just like, not feeling it, you know? But I've also realized that when there are situations like that, those are the times where, when it came to knowing myself, those were situations where I could have just been like, yep, you know what? Not really myself. I'm going to go ahead and head out. And I think that's a big part of the self-love journey. Even if you're out and something just kind of changes your mood, or you're not feeling something, it's okay to be like, you know what, I'm gonna pack it up and I'm gonna head out. And there have been situations where I've done that before, where something just kind of rubbed me the wrong way and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm going home. And that doesn't tend to happen as much anymore because I don't go out as much as I did before. But anyways, going back to the topic of accepting yourself, you have to be able to accept yourself for who you are. There are caveats or things about you that are just a part of your personality. I'm not saying those people who are just kind of stuck in their ways and know that they could grow or improve in different areas and they don't, you know. I'm talking about the people who it's just like I said, the examples that I gave, where this is just a part of my personality. A big part of accepting yourself is knowing yourself well enough to be able to communicate that to other people as well. And it also, again, is contributing to your self-love because you stand strong and firm in who you are. Nobody can change who you are. But again, that's not to say that if you have areas of growth and opportunity that you know are hindering you from being the best version of yourself, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the little caveats about us where it's like, okay, yeah, maybe one day I might not be the person you're used to seeing, but that's just what I'm going through at that time. And that is okay, right? A big part of self-love is just knowing some days are, as I said before, not going to be like all days. Day over day, week over week, month over month, they will not look the same, but you can pivot. That's a part of you. That's a part of who you are. That's a part of accepting yourself and your uniqueness. But yeah, and it's just like once you get to the point to where you know who you are, you stand firm in what you believe in, and obviously, again, if it isn't something that you can change and it's just a part of who you are and your personality, accept yourself. And so I come to the question part of this episode, and that's just asking, do you accept yourself? Do you accept yourself for who you are and your uniqueness and the person that you've become to be? And I would want the answer to be yes. But if the answer was no, I would want you to look at that and say, what is it that I don't accept about myself? Once you look at what it is you don't accept about yourself, look at how can I change this? What do I need to do to improve this part of myself so that I can accept myself even more? And that's really it. So accept yourself, love yourself, because this is a big part of self-love, is acknowledging and recognizing that you are who you are and you were made perfectly in the image of God and you are exactly who God wants you to be. And if you're not, or you feel like you're not, pray on it. Look at what you want to change and change it and go from there. But yeah, that is going to do it for day 11 of the self-love series. We have 3 more days of this series. Day 12, we're going to talk about being authentic. And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.